Okay, so what I want to do is create a slideshow presentation for an ad. So what we'll do is we'll go over and we'll press the Ads Manager. Now some of you, the Ads Manager may be in a slightly different location. So if it doesn't locate where you need it, just go up to the top and make sure you type in facebook.com/ads/manager. And once you type that in, so long as you're into Facebook, logged in, you should be good to go. Now, just recently, Facebook has made a few changes. This will be the opening of your screen now, which is kind of scary to some of us that have been in advertising for a while. It used to just show us all of our campaigns up front, but now it actually shows you your account. So what you need to do is go down, and where it says this account right here, you need to click and do all campaigns. All right, so just in case you're not used to seeing that, now you know where it is. Okay, so we're going to go create an ad, and this is for a home. We're going to do a ready to entertain this summer. It's a nice home in a nice exclusive area. Okay, we're going to choose traffic because we want to send it to a landing page. All right, we want to hit continue. Up here now, this has changed as well. We want to name our campaign. And for me, what I like to do is type in the name of the address. This one is 21 Carriage Hill Road, and that's in Colts Neck. Okay, then we'll go down. We've already chosen traffic. We'll hit continue. And before we go too far, I want also in the ad set name to type in the address, which again is 21 Carriage Hill Road. All right, a couple different options. We have website and messenger. I'll do another video on messenger, but for today, what we want to do is take this. I have a number of custom audiences that we could advertise this to, but what I'm going to do is show you how to basically set one up to go to one that's not a custom audience. We're going to build a saved audience. All right, few options here. Everyone in this location. What we want is people who live in this location. If you were to choose everyone in this location, you would actually select people that could even be driving through. They may be driving from Jacksonville to Boston. They would go through our area and the ad might be served to them, which would kind of be a waste of money. So make sure you choose people who live in this location. All right, now for me, we're actually going to target our buyers for this home out of New York City because it's a little higher end home. Sometimes people from within our area move to this spot, but in the past we've had better luck generating traffic from New York City. So all you have to do is type in the city of the person that's most likely to buy this property. For us, it's New York, New York. And you see that there's a radius that goes around. Okay, now this is 25 miles, which is probably too much for this. So I'm going to type 10 miles here. And once you press enter, it will be saved that way. Now also I'm going to teach you a slightly different way to do this. If you roll over drop pin and click it, you can now drop a pin on a different area of a group that may actually be interested in buying this property. For this property, it is a high-end property, so I know that the people most likely to move here might come from this general vicinity. All right, now I also am going to change New York. That's a little bit tight, so I'm going to make it more 15 miles because there is Staten Island in our area that people might move from. Okay, so now we've got our audience selected, and you can do whatever you want. If you're in a single town, the object here is wherever the people are most likely to come from that would purchase this home, you select that town and then broaden out from your miles at that point. Now we also know, because this home is a little more higher end, that the average 18-year-old is not going to be able to afford this home. We want to start probably at age 35 and go up. Now we also know that people in this area are downsizing if they get up into age 60. Their kids are all off to college if they had kids, or they're moving somewhere south, whatever. So we're going to put the age cap at 50. Once again, there's no use of paying for traffic to this ad for people that aren't likely to purchase this home. All right, I typically leave both men and women. Now, this is where the magic happens in the detailed targeting section. I'm going to enter a number of options here. The first one I always start with is likely to move. Okay, and once you type that in, you're going to see likely to move here. Facebook knows that across the US right now, 4,071,600 people are in this category likely to move. Now, we don't exactly know how Facebook comes up with this, but it's most likely that they are checking out to see who likes Zillow. They buy Experian data, so it could be those that have applied for a mortgage. It could be a number of things, but we're just going to go ahead and set this to likely to move. And once you click that, it's going to give you a bunch of options that normally come up. All right, renters are not going to be somebody that would buy this. Neither would first-time home buyers. However, people that like Zillow, they would be. People that are homeowners definitely would be, because they're looking to move up into this area. House hunters, definitely. Buying a house, definitely. Homes.com, definitely that. We definitely want Trulia Real Estate. Zillow will be in here somewhere. There's all sorts of demographic categories. Those we know in this area have to probably at least be making a combined income of over $100,000 to afford this home. So we'll do 100 and 125. 50. We definitely wouldn't do that because they couldn't afford this home. All right. So this is going to give us a bunch. Now, I also like to do Zillow here. If it doesn't come up, you type it in, it'll definitely come up for you. I like to do Realtor.com. Facebook knows that they've liked all of these pages. Now that's pretty good for all of this. This is a lot of targeting, but it helps Facebook to know exactly whom it is that you think would buy this home. Now, the other secret to all of this is make sure you exclude the people that you don't want to see this ad. For us, very easy, right? We type in realtor, job title. All right, click on that. I'm going to type realtor again. Down here, realtor licensed. Get rid of those people. All right, and now we go to Zillow. And I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Oh, still spelling it wrong. Here we go. Zillow. Now we don't want to exclude Zillow here or Zillow here because the people that actually like Zillow, we want them. But we know that anyone who's a premier agent for Zillow, they're definitely a real estate agent, so we want to take them out. The same with Realtor.com. Realtor.com magazine only goes to people that are realtors, so we can take them out. We also know Realtor.com Pro, we can take them out. We also know that we could do real estate agent. Okay, real estate agent, job title. There's 553,880 that have said to Facebook, I am a real estate agent. Now, another one you can do here that's a good one is real estate agent directory, which is a very popular group. 217,000 realtors belong to this group. Select it. Now, what you've done is you've basically you've told Facebook, get rid of everybody that has anything to do with becoming a realtor or being a realtor. All right, we're going to save this audience. Once again, I know that this is an upper end home. So for here on out, I'm going to put move up, which is the persona, and I'll put income 100K plus, and I'm going to put NYC. So now from here on out, if I ever have another Colts Neck listing or a listing in our area that's like a 700K plus listing, I know I've already got an audience name built for this, so I can just select it. So you don't have to continually go over the same steps that I just did every time. So I'm going to hit save there. Now, always, always, always edit your placements. For me, I like to take out instant articles, which is brand new, like brand new as in yesterday morning brand new. Right column, I always take that out. Instagram, I also take out. And the audience network, I also take out. Messenger ad, I'm going to tell you again a good thing that we did with Messenger ads. Now, scroll down. You can either run a daily budget or a lifetime budget. Now, typically what happens is I'm running an open house. We're not building an open house ad here, but if I were running an open house, what I would do was I would choose a lifetime budget, and I would probably do it for 4 days at $20. And at that point, Facebook will typically front end load it. So you might spend $10 the first day, but then it's had enough information into its algorithm that it can further optimize everything about your ad from this point on. Okay? So for this instance, I would choose daily budget. I would go $5, which is an okay. You can either run it continuously, which I'm going to choose, or you can start an end date here. So once again, if I was doing an open house with a lifetime budget of maybe $20 on 4 days, I would start it on one date, I would end it on another date, and you'd be good to go. Now, one thing to keep in mind, everything's listed in Pacific time. So remember, if you're on the East Coast, you're 3 hours different. If you're running an open house and you stop it too late, you're basically paying for traffic that doesn't even have the option to go to the open house. So just remember, this is in Pacific time, and for those of you that are on Pacific time, you're good to go. All right? This is going to run, right now it says it's going to run for 28 days, and I'm going to spend $140. I'm going to turn this off so you don't have to worry about that. All of these options right here for when you get charged and ad scheduling and everything, just leave those on the default. So we'll hit continue. Now there's a couple options. When you're boosting a post, which we're not doing here because we're actually creating an ad, if you're boosting a post, you'll see that tutorial coming up next, but you want to select multiple pictures. Well, in this instance, it doesn't really give you the option to select multiple pictures, but what I like to do is I like to build a slideshow. And Facebook actually allows you to build a slideshow with up to 10 images. So I select the slideshow, and I'm going to browse the library. Actually, I know I'm not. I'm going to create slideshow. And I'm going to import pictures. So I'm going to upload images. And I'm going to find the place on my computer where they are. And I have them listed here, Carriage Hill, Final. And now I can select any and all of these pictures that I want. I definitely want the pool picture. I want the nice big backyard picture. I want the open concept pictures. They have a great fireplace there. Open concept again. Now in this instance, they could probably use some help with the kitchen, so I'm not going to select the kitchen. I'll let them figure that out when they get there. Maybe the master bedroom, perhaps one of the other bedrooms. We're good to go. All right, so I've just selected those. And if you want to select them, just a trick, if you press the control button after you've selected the first one, then you can select multiple ones without having to add them one at a time. Okay, so now I'm going to press open, and we'll wait for Facebook to upload the pictures in. And this can it can take a few minutes depending on the speed of your internet connection. For me, hopefully it'll go quickly, and it did. So you can see now that they're here. We're going to regroup these on the next page. So I'm going to hit confirm for right now. And here we see all the pictures. I'm going to actually put this pool picture at the beginning. So all you have to do anytime you're going to rearrange it is click on it, and then you drag it around in whatever box it goes into. You're good to go. Now, because this is just a demonstration, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. Couple things you want to do. Definitely turn this to 3 seconds or 2 seconds. 3 is my preference. And then you also do fade. Okay? That way it creates nice. And then you hit create the slideshow. It'll say this can take between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. Most of the time, if they're not super huge pictures, it'll create it right away. So we'll just wait for it to finish. Oh, we found an error, probably because I put too many pictures in. So hold on 1 second. That's a new one for me. Okay, so the error was that I had put too many pictures in, so just disregard that. But here you can see this would be the screen it would go to once it's done properly. You'll see it, this little icon will appear in the middle. You'll see the first picture I chose was the pool. Obviously right now, depending on when you're listening and watching this video, it's the winter here, so everyone's got summer on their mind. That's the intent of this ad, is to try and get them there. Okay, so we're good. Captions I don't normally use, only because we're just featuring pictures. I also don't put music in the background, but you can if you like. Now if you scroll down, right now I have a bunch of different pages, but for now I'm actually going to send this from my Keller Williams page. Now, as you select your business page, and most of you will have 2 or 3 because that's the way that this program is set up, but either way, you'll be able to tell where it's being sent from. So you can see here, Brent Cramp, agent, Keller Williams. Now, the website URL, we have to put something in there, but for now, I'm going to copy and paste from my template that I always use, and I'm going to put it into the text spot. And you're going to see that the text will start to auto-generate over here. Now, for me, just like I mentioned, this is an ad that's got the intent of making people dream about this home and moving to this area because it's basically wintertime here, and we want them to think that they can have it all in this community. That's why the pool is first. Now, what I want to do from this point on is I want to go over here and I want to select the URL that this goes to, and basically when I paste it in here, when someone clicks on this ad, they will end up going to the actual property page that I have. Now, in the very near future, I'll be using listings to leads for all of my single property pages. So I would recommend, depending on when you're watching this video, if you haven't already subscribed to listings to leads, reach out to me and I will definitely give you a connection on how to get signed up for that. It's the single most best platform that I've found to build landing pages for single properties. So listings to leads, okay? If you were doing a messenger ad, you would click in here, but for right now, I'm not going to do that. The headline, you always want to capture attention. So for me, I'm actually just going to copy the same thing that I had. I'm going to say, ready for summer, or ready to entertain this summer. And now I'm going to say, just listed in Colts Neck, New Jersey. Escape the NYC rat race. Now, again, anybody that's looking to get out of New York City and into a home in the suburbs, this is going to be perfect for them. I'm not putting the price. I'm not saying anything related to the home. I'm simply calling out the people that I think are going to be most likely to come and purchase this home. Now, as you can see here, I have all of the text here. Use this text. Here's how you do it. Always capture attention. You put it in brackets, followed by the address. No price. Do not put the price in. You want people to call you or reach out to you through the comments asking what the price is. All right, this is a good way to know who the buyers are in the area. And if you tell them the price, if they can't afford it or it's either over their budget or under their budget, they'll just keep scrolling by. But inevitably, they're going to want to know what the price is. That's the way buyers are. All right, so for me, the top 3 features of this home are that it's ranked 9 out of 10 on greatschools.org. Again, get out of the rat race and move into peace and tranquility, quiet line streets. It's a nationally ranked county park system. So here I am again, I'm painting the visual picture for them that if you want to get out of the rat race of NYC and into peace and tranquility, this is the spot for you. Okay? Now, top shelf entertainment space with a large pool. I'm also going to add in here that it's open concept, because we all know that every buyer wants to see open concept. Next line, present all offers. I always, in every ad, no matter what, I always say present all offers, because I want people to know and believe that these people really want to sell this home. And at this point, I want to put it in their mind. I want to foreshadow for them that I want offers. It doesn't mean we're desperate to sell. It doesn't mean that there's a problem with the home. It simply means I want them to know right up front that it's time to submit an offer. Okay, after that, we've got the direct link that they can click in order to go to the property website. Here, last thing, I always say schedule a private tour. Call or text Brent plus my phone number for a tour or to ask any questions. Now, the reason I put this in is because if I can get somebody to stay here on this ad and call or text me instead of going to Zillow or going somewhere else where I can lose track of them, I want them to do it. I've given them enough to bite on. They know what is in the area. They know the schools are great. They know that it's perfect for them. They've seen the pictures. I want them to call me almost immediately. And if they do, then I know that it probably came from this ad. All right? Now, the call to action button is under here. I usually select learn more. You could select a bunch of different things. And there's actually a couple new things. I've never even seen request time before, so that's great. I wouldn't actually do that. I would probably just leave it at learn more or watch more or something like that. Learn more usually converts the best. Now in this news feed link description, I usually just copy and paste a few extra things in there, only because you only see what's in this news feed link part on desktop. I'll be honest with you, when your stats come in, you're going to see that 90% or more of the Facebook interaction you get is on mobile. So most of the people are not going to see what you put in here. So once again, I just duplicate what's in there. So for this, I put top shelf entertainment space with a large pool. Very good. Display link, I leave it blank unless I'm sending them to an open house or a private page. If you put something in, I'll type something in so you can see. If you put something in, it would start to appear down here. And it's just too clunky. It used to be until about a month ago that you could write whatever you wanted in there, like come and buy this Colts Neck home, and it would put it in. But Facebook has locked it down and they don't allow you to do that anymore. So too many people abused that privilege, so we lost it. Okay. So now the last thing you have to do before you place the order is track all conversions. Now, if you have not got your Facebook pixel set up, do it now before you actually start doing your advertising. Your Facebook pixel is one of the most powerful advertising tools you could ever have. Okay, so in the end, you've checked everything over. Make sure you check for spelling mistakes, especially. You've got your slideshow ready to go. Make sure that this is in the order that you want it to be. You click place order. Facebook will think about it for a while, and now you're really ready to go. Now, a couple things. You could create a similar ad if you wanted to try it in a different area. Because for me, in this instance, I was targeting mostly people that live in New York City. If you wanted to instead track people that were lower, like for us, we live about halfway in between Philadelphia and New York City. It could be people from Philadelphia want to move up there. Okay, so we could do that if we wanted. Now it also tells me here that I'm running out of budget. The lifetime budget on my account, I only ever raise it in increments of $50 at a time, just because I don't want some ad to go haywire on me. So I keep it nice and low. All right, but for the most part, once you hit continue here, it will spit you back out. You'll see that the ad is now created. It's actually already been approved, which is wonderful. I'm not sure why. That typically it would say pending review, but for some reason, I guess it already checked and everything's good. Okay, that's pretty much the end of this video. Now, that tells you a lot about how to target, different things like that. There are also a couple other videos you can watch. We're going to build one for a price reduction. I'm also going to build a post video, a boost post for multiple pictures. And then those are basically the top 3 that you can do for any property. So I'll see you in the other video.